A 73-year-old woman walked into my clinic last month. She couldn't remember her grandson's name. She'd forgotten how to get to the grocery store she'd shopped at for 30 years. Her doctor had her on 3 different memory supplements, costing her $120 a month. None of them were working. I told her to stop everything and eat one simple snack every afternoon, something that costs $2 at any grocery store. 8 weeks later, she called me in tears. Not because she was worse, because she'd just beaten her grandson at a memory card game. The snack I'm about to reveal has been studied by neuroscientists at Harvard, Yale, and Johns Hopkins. And the results are so powerful, the supplement industry has tried to bury them. Because if seniors knew the truth, they'd stop buying expensive pills forever. I'm Dr. James Porter, and I've spent 30 years studying brain health in aging adults. And I need to tell you something that might make you angry. The memory supplement industry is a $3.2 billion scam. Those pills promising sharper focus and better recall? Most of them do absolutely nothing. A 2023 review in JAMA Neurology analyzed 38 popular brain supplements. Only 3 showed any measurable benefit, and even those were minimal. Meanwhile, there's a simple food that outperforms every single one of them. It's been eaten for thousands of years. It's available in every supermarket in America. And it costs about $2 for a week's supply. This food doesn't just slow memory decline. It actually reverses it. It rebuilds the connections between brain cells. It increases blood flow to the memory centers of your brain. And it protects against the inflammation that causes Alzheimer's. Before we go further, hit that subscribe button right now. We're exposing the health lies that keep seniors confused and dependent. And comment below. How much are you currently spending on memory supplements each month? Let's see how much money we can save you. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening. Over 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease. By 2050, that number will triple. But here's what most people don't know. Alzheimer's doesn't start when you get the diagnosis. It starts 20 to 30 years earlier. With small changes, you barely notice. Forgetting where you put your keys, losing track of conversations, walking into a room and forgetting why. These aren't just senior moments. They're warning signs. Your brain is crying out for help, and the supplement industry has convinced you that pills are the answer. Ginkgo biloba, phosphatidylserine, omega-3 capsules. You're spending hundreds of dollars a month, swallowing handfuls of pills, and your memory keeps getting worse. Because here's the truth they won't tell you. Your brain doesn't recognize synthetic compounds. It doesn't know what to do with isolated nutrients in pill form. But real food? Your brain has been processing real food for millions of years. It knows exactly how to extract what it needs, how to use it efficiently, how to rebuild and repair. And the food I'm about to reveal does something no supplement can do. It works on multiple pathways simultaneously. The snack is walnuts. Plain, simple, raw walnuts. And before you click away thinking this is too simple, let me show you the science. Because what researchers have discovered about walnuts and brain health is absolutely stunning. A 2020 study from UCLA followed 640 adults over the age of 60. Half ate walnuts daily. Half didn't. After 2 years, the walnut group showed a 19% improvement in memory tests. The control group declined by 8%. That's a 27% difference from eating walnuts. But it gets better. Brain scans showed the walnut eaters had increased connectivity in the regions responsible for memory and learning. Their brains were literally rewiring themselves, getting younger, not older. Another study from Rush University in Chicago tracked 15,000 seniors for 20 years. Those who ate walnuts regularly had cognitive function equivalent to people 10 years younger. 10 years of brain aging reversed by a simple snack. Harvard researchers found that just 1 ounce of walnuts per day reduced the risk of cognitive decline by 28%. And a 2023 study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease showed walnuts actually reduced the buildup of amyloid plaques. Those are the toxic proteins that cause Alzheimer's. No drug has ever done that successfully, But walnuts do it naturally. So why aren't doctors shouting this from the rooftops? Because there's no money in it. A pharmaceutical company can't patent a walnut. They can't charge $500 a month for something that costs $2. So they bury the research, they fund studies on synthetic compounds instead, and they let you keep buying pills that don't work. Let me explain exactly what's happening in your brain when you eat walnuts. First, walnuts are the richest plant source of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. Your brain is 60% fat, and it needs omega-3s to maintain the structure of brain cells. When you're deficient, those cells become rigid and inflamed. Signals can't pass between them efficiently. That's when memory problems start. Walnuts flood your brain with the exact fats it needs to stay flexible and responsive. Second, walnuts contain powerful antioxidants called polyphenols. These compounds cross the blood-brain barrier, something most supplements can't do. Once inside your brain, they neutralize free radicals. Those are unstable molecules that damage brain cells and cause inflammation. A 2021 study showed walnut polyphenols reduced brain inflammation by 34% in just 8 weeks. Third, walnuts improve blood flow to the brain. They contain an amino acid called L-arginine. This converts to nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels. More blood reaches your brain. More oxygen, more nutrients, better memory. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that eating walnuts increased cerebral blood flow by 23%. That's like upgrading from a garden hose to a fire hose. Fourth, walnuts support the gut-brain axis. Your gut and brain are connected by the vagus nerve. When your gut is inflamed, your brain suffers. Walnuts contain prebiotic fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce compounds that reduce brain inflammation and support neurotransmitter production. A healthy gut means a healthy brain. Fifth, walnuts provide vitamin E. This is one of the most important nutrients for preventing cognitive decline. A study in the Archives of Neurology followed 2,500 seniors for 6 years. Those with the highest vitamin E intake had a 67% lower risk of Alzheimer's. But here's the key. It only worked with food-based vitamin E. Supplements showed no benefit, because vitamin E in food comes with other compounds that help it work. Walnuts deliver the complete package, and finally, walnuts contain melatonin. This isn't just a sleep hormone, it's also a powerful brain protector. It helps clear toxic proteins from your brain while you sleep. That's when your brain does its deepest cleaning and repair. Better sleep means better memory consolidation. All of this from one simple food. Now let me tell you why supplements can't compete. When you take a fish oil capsule, you're getting isolated omega-3s. No polyphenols, no vitamin E, no fiber, just one nutrient, stripped from its natural context. Your body doesn't know what to do with it. Absorption is poor, effectiveness is minimal, and many fish oil supplements are rancid by the time you buy them. Oxidized omega-3s don't help your brain. They damage it. The same goes for vitamin E supplements. Studies have shown they don't prevent cognitive decline. Some even increase mortality risk, because synthetic vitamin E is just one form, alpha-tocopherol, but walnuts contain all 8 forms of vitamin E. Alpha, beta, gamma, and delta tocopherols and tocotrienols. They work together synergistically. That's why food works and pills don't. Then there's the absorption problem. Most brain supplements are taken on an empty stomach, but the nutrients they contain are fat-soluble. Without fat, they pass right through you. Walnuts solve this automatically. They contain their own healthy fats, perfect absorption every time. And let's talk about cost. A month's supply of quality omega-3 supplements, $30 to $40. Vitamin E supplements, $15 to $20. Brain-specific formulas, $50 to $80. Total, $95 to $140 per month. A pound of walnuts costs about $8 to $10. That's a month's supply. You're saving over $100 every single month and getting better results. Here's exactly how to use walnuts to restore your memory. The optimal dose is 1 to 1.5 ounces per day. That's about 7 to 10 walnut halves, or roughly a small handful. Timing matters. Eat them in the afternoon, between 2 and 4 p.m. That's when your brain's energy naturally dips. The healthy fats provide sustained fuel, and the nutrients get to work right when you need them most. Don't eat them on an empty stomach. Have them as a snack after lunch, or mixed into yogurt or oatmeal. The combination of protein, carbs, and healthy fats optimizes absorption. Now, here's a critical point. Buy them raw and unsalted. Roasted walnuts lose some of their beneficial compounds. The high heat damages the delicate omega-3s, and salted versions add unnecessary sodium. Store them properly. Walnuts contain oils that can go rancid. Keep them in an airtight container in the refrigerator. They'll stay fresh for up to 6 months. In the freezer, they last a year. If they taste bitter or smell like paint, throw them out. Rancid walnuts do more harm than good. Here are some easy ways to eat them daily. Chop them and sprinkle on salads. Blend them into smoothies for a creamy texture. Mix them into oatmeal with berries and cinnamon. Eat them plain as an afternoon snack. Add them to yogurt with a drizzle of honey. Grind them into a paste and spread on whole grain toast. The key is consistency, 1 handful every day. Not a big bag once a week. Your brain needs steady daily support. And here's a bonus tip. Pair walnuts with blueberries. Blueberries contain anthocyanins that also protect brain cells. Studies show the combination is even more powerful than either food alone. A handful of walnuts and a half cup of blueberries. That's your daily brain insurance policy. Let me share some stories from my patients. Robert, 71, came to me struggling with word-finding difficulties. He'd stop mid-sentence, unable to recall simple words. It was embarrassing and frightening. I had him start eating walnuts every afternoon. Within 3 weeks, he noticed improvement. By 8 weeks, his wife said he was back to his old self. His vocabulary returned. Conversations flowed naturally again. Margaret, 68, couldn't remember appointments. She'd written everything down for years. But lately, she'd forget to check her notes. She started eating walnuts with her afternoon tea. After 6 weeks, she stopped needing the notes. She remembered appointments, names, and details without effort. Thomas, 75, had been diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment. His doctor said it would likely progress to Alzheimer's. He was terrified. I put him on a brain-healthy diet with walnuts as the cornerstone. 1 year later, his cognitive tests improved. His neurologist was shocked. MCI doesn't improve. It only gets worse. But Thomas's brain was healing. These aren't isolated cases. I've seen this pattern hundreds of times. When seniors replace supplements with real food, especially walnuts, their brains respond. Memory improves, focus sharpens, confidence returns, and it happens faster than anyone expects, usually within 4 to 8 weeks. That's how powerful real nutrition is. Walnuts are the foundation. But let me give you the complete protocol for maximum brain protection. Start every day with 2 pasture-raised eggs. The choline supports memory formation. The healthy fats help nutrient absorption. Mid-morning, have a cup of green tea. The L-theanine and antioxidants protect brain cells. For lunch, include fatty fish twice a week, salmon, sardines, or mackerel. The omega-3s work synergistically with the walnuts. Afternoon snack, your handful of walnuts, with blueberries if possible. Dinner should include dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, or Swiss chard. The folate and vitamin K support cognitive function. And before bed, consider a small piece of dark chocolate. 70% cacao or higher. The flavonoids improve blood flow to the brain. This protocol addresses every pathway of brain health. Inflammation, blood flow, neurotransmitter production, cellular repair, antioxidant protection. It's comprehensive, affordable, and based entirely on real food. No pills, no powders, no expensive formulas. Just the foods your brain was designed to thrive on. And here's what you'll notice. Week 1 to 2, better sleep and slightly more energy. Week 3 to 4, Improve focus and concentration. Week 5 to 8, noticeable memory improvements. Week 9 to 12, significant cognitive enhancement. By 3 months, most people feel like they've turned back the clock 5 to 10 years. Their families notice, their doctors notice, and they feel like themselves again. So here's the bottom line. Memory loss isn't inevitable. It's not just part of getting older. It's a sign that your brain isn't getting what it needs. And what it needs isn't in a pill bottle. It's in real, whole foods, especially walnuts. For $2 a week, you can give your brain the exact nutrients it's been starving for. Omega-3s that rebuild cell membranes, antioxidants that fight inflammation, compounds that increase blood flow, nutrients that protect against Alzheimer's, all in one simple, delicious snack. The woman I mentioned at the beginning, her name is Dorothy. She's now 74. She eats walnuts every single day. She's off all her memory supplements, saving $120 a month, and her memory is better than it's been in a decade. She volunteers at her church. She babysits her grandchildren. She lives independently and confidently, all because she stopped trusting pills and started trusting food. You can do the same. Starting today, go to the store and buy a bag of raw walnuts. Eat a handful every afternoon. Give it 8 weeks, and watch what happens. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button. Share it with someone who's struggling with memory issues, and subscribe for more truth about brain health and aging. Comment below and tell me, have you tried walnuts for brain health? What results did you notice? I read every comment, and I'll respond to as many as I can. Thank you for watching, and remember, your brain wants to heal. Give it real food, and it will reward you with clarity, memory, and confidence. You deserve to remember your life, and walnuts can help you do exactly that.